Yello, how's it going everyone? Lord360 here, back with another video, and today we are playing the Festival of Lights event, and we are beginning to test out the new raid system of Elite Raids. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. We are at the Elite Raids in person, and look at all the people behind me today. It's ridiculous. So many people came out and showed up for this. So yes, you heard me right. We're going to be playing with the new raid system in Pokemon Go. And before we get into anything else, I wanted to update you guys on one thing. So you guys always remembered how I always wanted a Hundo Pidgey? Well, my friends, here it is. We got a Hundo Pidgeotto as one of my streams. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it, and I'm quite happy because I can make the Mega of the Pidgeot now. So we're actually gonna make it right now for the beginning of the video because I really have been waiting so long to get this Hundo into my deck. And I'm sad it's not a Pidgey, so the meme still continues. I don't have a Hundo Pidgey, but we have the Hundo for the Mega decks. So that is a plus. I'm very happy with that. So here we go. Let's Mega Evolve it. And here we are. Mega Pidgeot. Finally in my decks as the Hundo. Oh my goodness. Took so long to get this. And actually, since I have the Elite TMs, I'm gonna use it to get Gust as its Elite TM move because I don't use the fast TMs. So there we go. Now it's an Elite Legacy Mega Pidgeot. Very nice. We're actually just a couple of minutes away, I should say 45 minutes away from the Elite Raids. So we're gonna go out and do that, and we're gonna test out and see what that feature is all about. And before we go out, I've got this quest here to complete. It's a Festival of Lights event quest. So I have kept it this entire weekend for you guys just to claim them, to see if we get anything amazing out of it. More lol, okay. 420, blaze it. Alright. So let me catch this and then we'll move on to the Elite Raids. I want to really see what is in store for that because it's an interesting idea and I hope it goes well. That's all I can really say about it so far. And Ponyta is our encounter. Okay, sweet. Don't think it's a good one. And let's just do the quick 4-star check. No 4 stars. Alright, well that is GG's. But now we gotta work on walking 5 kilometers. That's why I wanted to start this quest. I want to be out today walking, and I'll do screenshots and all that fun stuff for the other parts of this quest. So now, we're gonna head off to our famous Chinguzi Park, and we're going to try out this new Elite Raid system. So let's go and check out what these Elite Raids are all about. Here we go. We are at the Elite Raids in person. And look at all the people behind me today. It's ridiculous. So many people came out and showed up for this. And one thing I have to mention that I don't really like about this is there's no private raid option. We all wanted to separate by team to get the bonuses, and then they decided to make it that, oh, you're just gonna have to jump in locally. So there it is. But look at the turnout. I haven't seen raid days like this in years. We're talking pre-pandemic. So it's really nice to get out with the community again. And Niantic, your system worked. I kid you not. Everybody is here raiding. So good job for that. So we're gonna have to see how this goes with our CP here. But again, I didn't really go over what the Elite Raid is. So Elite Raids are special legendary raids that occur only once every couple of weeks, it looks like. And so they're pre-hatched eggs there. So you'll have them with timers for up to 24 hours, and you'll know where they're gonna be. So it's like an EX raid from back in the day, except you know now it actually has a timer for us to see and where we can plan it. So hopefully this works out nicely. It's gonna be interesting to see what we get. The whole group is starting to move because we're having a strict time to actually do these raids. They're only for 30 minutes. And so this week's Elite Raid is Hoopa. So it's a brand new legendary raid. We've had this as the mythical for one of the timed research that we had, I think about a year ago. So here we are, took it down. And if it's not a Hundo, I'm actually gonna keep moving on. 2239 is not the Hundo. We're looking for 2289. So I'm gonna catch up with the rest of the group. We're gonna do these raids. I wish you all good luck with your Elite Raids here for the Hoopa. And hopefully we'll see if we're able to get a Hundo. I think I'll come back at the end of it and we'll see what kind of CPs and IVs we got for this and how it turned out in my opinions. So we just got back home And it was really nice to see people and actually raid with them in person. Niantic was smart by making it only in person for these raids, for the elite raids. So we did all 4 that we were able to do in the first half hour because they're incremental raids. So for this time around, we have them at 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. So I'm gonna skip the ones at 2 p.m. and go back to Ching for the ones at 5 p.m. and test our luck there. But I wanted to show you what I got on the way home first. I got a shiny Litleo right as we got into the driveway here. So I'm still missing the male shiny of this. So it's a 12.5% chance that this shiny Litleo is a male. So let's cross our fingers, everyone. Let's catch it and let's see if it is a female or a male. Let's have a look. All right, 3, 2, 1. It is a female. Ah, rest in peace. All right, so that's a female. And just to quickly go over the Hoopas here, we got nothing great. They're all 3 stars, but nothing hundo-wise. So let's go back to Ching and let's do our next hour of raids. All right, so we're here for the 5 p.m. crew. So we've got tons of people behind me again, just like last time. Tons of people here for the raids. And fingers crossed we do get a hundo out of these raids. We have 3 potential exits. So we've got the one right here that I'm just standing on. We've got one over on the side there, and then we gotta walk to the other side of the park to get the last raid there. So I'll come back again when we're done all 3 raids. Fingers crossed again on a hundo, but the odds are very small and slim, so I don't think it's gonna happen. But you never know. So that's it for the elite raids that we had for today. Now, I just decided to start recording for Monday, so today is the final day of the Festival of Lights event. And my final thoughts on the elite raids was that it was a great idea. I liked it, but I felt a little bit rushed in my opinion. I'm gonna stop myself right there because I ended up going on a little bit of a rant, and that was not the point I was trying to make with this. I was trying to give some constructive feedback on what they did well with the elite raids and what they did terrible with the elite raids. To start off, yes, they did a great job getting people to go out and make it interesting by putting a new raid boss in the raids. I know we already had Hoopa, but you're only able to get 1. So now that we're able to get multiple of them and actually try and chase for the hundo, that's a really cool new experience for us. And the fact that everybody's there trying for the same thing makes it even more fun and entertaining for everybody to be in the experience with. However, and this is the big thing that I have to kind of hold myself back on, there were many flaws with the system, including not being able to transfer the Hoopas. Like, that's the main thing. It's like, it's a legendary, you should be able to transfer. And I understand it's a mythical, but it should have been able to have the ability to be transferred. If you're going to be able to catch multiples of them, then you should be able to transfer them if they're not good IVs. You don't want to keep them. Like, to this day, right now, and we're like 2 days off the elite raids, you still can't transfer the Hoopas. So I raided about 8 of them, and I don't have any space now to transfer them. So they're staying in my box until they allow it to actually be transferred. Now, there is a way to actually transfer them, which I'm not going to go into because it's all convoluted. We have to change the form of it and then put it into home. But it's like, really, why do we have to go through such like jumps, so many hurdles just to get a transfer of a Pokemon out of a box? And on top of that, there were also issues with the eggs interfering with the community day. So we had issues in Australia where right after the community was over, it was interfering with the Lampent raids. So people who still wanted the Litwicks couldn't actually get many of them because most of the raid eggs were the elite raids. So again, a big error on their part for Australia where they couldn't actually finish off their community day properly. But at least for them, they have more time to figure out where the eggs were going to be for which times so they could have better routes, because we in Canada, we didn't get to even check until after 8 o'clock when most of the Lampent raids were finally gone. So that gives us less than a day to plan out the route for everybody. And of course, if people don't have a lot of gyms, then they're not going to get many raids. And if you're not able to make it, well, then you missed out on the raids. But the point I'm trying to make is that there were so many issues with them that it kind of was a balance. They need to work out these issues and they need to just make them a little more clean, polished, right? Like adding the private raid lobby. That would have been something that would have helped us organize our groups. Because like I said in the video, I couldn't actually get a private lobby with all my Valor team friends because it was just one lobby. And I see that that's supposed to promote people who are just walking by. But realistically, and I'll tell you this right now, no one's just casually walking by one of these raids to do it. Everybody has access to either Discord or a WhatsApp group, and they're communicating before the raid even starts, so we know which raid we're going to first, and when we meet up as a group, we go together. So I understand why there were no private lobbies to promote people who are just walking by to get in, but if you're walking by and you see this whole group of people, like 20 plus people who are playing the game, all you gotta ask is, hey, are you doing the raid? Well, jump in. That's all you have to do. So hopefully the next Elite Raid is going to be a little bit smoother in terms of its execution. But for now, this is what we got, and this is the experience that we had at the end of the day. Now, I realize this video pretty much turned into just Elite Raids and then just talking about those. I also wanted to focus on the Festival of Lights event, but I didn't really get too much to do in that event. I didn't have much content to show. I only got the Litleo and a Magnemite I found during my stream last week. So I didn't really find anything on the last day of the event. So the only thing I have is I'm gonna throw you back quickly for some footage that I got outside because I got caught in a hailstorm. So I wanted to still bring you guys on that little experience because it was really funny just seeing me out there, and I hope it's entertaining for you guys. But once I give you that video clip, we'll come back here and we'll wrap up the video with some evolutions and powering ups like I planned. I didn't expect this to happen. I got caught in some hail. A really bad, unexpected hailstorm. So I know this isn't really Pogo related, but I'm out trying to find the shinies right now. And this is one of those times where I say I'm doing it for the content. Wasn't really worth it. So I'm kind of stuck here for a little bit. So I thought I would record this just to say hey to everyone. And yeah, just to be careful out there because the weather can get really random. I haven't been caught in hail in years. And hopefully it never happens again. So I guess I'm waiting here for a bit, just seeing if the hail will subside. But after this, back home we go if I don't find anything else. So welcome back. I did want to evolve the Morlul first because that was the new Pokemon for this event. So I really like the look of this one as well. And it's just a shame that it was just only a 4-day event that we barely had enough time to catch these things. So anybody who was working or barely had time to play over the weekend couldn't really get any. But there it is. There's our Shiinotic. Very nice. And Pokedex entry. Because why not, right? We always want to get the Pokedex cleaned up as soon as possible. And oh, okay, so I never noticed the underneath part of the mushroom actually glows as well. I wonder if that would have glown in the Festival of Lights event when the Pokemon were glowing in the wild. I wish I would have tested that in the event time, but obviously the event's over, so I can't do it anymore because the glowing effect is taken off of them. And one more thing I wanted to do, because again, I made my Hundo Pidgeot. I didn't actually get to max it out. So 500,000 dust, 1, done. There we go. 2407, that is going to be a beast in Ultra League. Maybe I got to try it out. And then I also said, you know what, I'll do another one because I don't know why I haven't maxed out my Hundo Beedrill. It's been sitting here since last year, and I just never found the time in a video to evolve it and max it out. So here you go, let's max it out. That's 1,000,000 Stardust right there pretty well. Just used on 2 Pokemon. So you can see my Stardust is getting a little low again. 6 million. That's a lot than some other people, I can at least admit. But I don't like letting that get under 5 or 4 million. So we're going to be a little sparing with it for the videos. But I'm very happy to finally have these 2 maxed out because I use these Megas on a regular basis. Well, the Beedrill I use on a regular basis for the poison typing on it and the bug type. But I don't, I said, you know what, let's just get it done. Let's just get the evolutions and the final power-ups done for these guys. So there you have it. 2 new Megas for my decks maxed out to level 50. Very nice and very, very good for future evolutions. So I just want to sort of apologize for almost going on a rant for you guys again. I know I sort of almost did again, but I tried holding myself back as much as I could because it's frustrating to see such a great idea get rushed and then have so many errors. Like it didn't, it didn't realistically have to come out this weekend. We had the community day already. Like, Niantic just pushed that out, and I'm like, what's going on? Why are we getting Elite Raids? This is so random. We already have Com Day. There didn't need to be another event this weekend. They could have done it next weekend, but I believe they're not doing it next weekend because they have the Safari Zone. So people are traveling to that. And with that, a shiny Purloin release. So good luck to everybody going to the Safari Zone and getting their shiny Purloins. And I can't wait to get mine once an event comes up for it in the future. So that's all I have for today. Let me know in the comment section below. How did you like your Elite Raid experience? And how did you like the Festival of Lights event? Did you have fun? Did you get some shinies? Did you get a hundo? Let me know if you got a hundo Hoopa, because that seems to be a very rare Pokemon now in this game. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure to, boom, hit the like button. Click the button down below to subscribe to the channel. Hit beside it. You know if I want to put a new video. I've been Lord Weekly, and catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.